What's up all you endgamers out there? Ulfus the Feral Druid here doing a one-shot macro guide for Feral Druids, and today it's gonna own. I've been able to do over 100,000 and a few good damages. Like I've been able to get a rogue down to 60,000 health from like 300,000 in a few hits. Now this is a one-shot macro that includes spells and one potion, and it's just talents and stuff. So I'll throw everything into this guide and show you how to own as a Feral Druid. So one-shot macro is typically a bunch of spells put together and are used to enhance and improve other spells to get a high-end burst damage. So using the Feral Druid, one of the things that you need to do is you need to use a few different spells and spam Ravage. Now using Ravage is one of the greater spells that you have, and you're going to need to pick some certain talents and get maybe a potion or two, and you can do a lot of damage. Now, one of the potions that I use here is Virmen's Bite, and I'll open my bag up right here and show you in this video. It's it's right here. Now what it does is increases your agility by 4,000 for 25 seconds. Now this is a great thing to have. Not only does it increase your attack power and everything else, you know, it's just great. Now that's one of the things that you're going to include in your macro here. Now I had to split this up into 3 different macros or key bindings, but it can all be done really easily. Now the reason why I have to do this is because some of the spells have cooldowns. Now some of them being Heart of the Wild. Actually no, Heart of the Wild. Some of them being Savage Roar and Incarnation. Those are the two that had to be left alone. I was able to pit Faerie Swarm. I believe Faerie Swarm. Yes, Faerie Swarm is the one in the macro that needs a cooldown. Now, the reason for using Faerie Swarm is because Faerie Swarm puts a debuff on the target that decreases the armor by 12%. Now, that's going to give you more of a window to do damage. So, let's go down the list here of what I have. First spell here, cast Berserk. Now, Berserk is the spell that, let's see, it reduces the cost of all cat form abilities by 50% and lasts 15 seconds. Now that's going to allow you to do more ravages within that amount of time. It's going to give you a 15-second window to do a bunch of damage. You're probably not going to need all of that though. Cast Faerie Swarm. Now Faerie Swarm, you don't need Faerie Swarm, you can have Faerie Fire. Depends on what talent you picked. Let me pick it up right here. I have it right here. That's what I decided to pick. There's Typhoon, Maz Entanglement. I just thought that was the best for crowd control, and it's pretty much the same as Faerie Fire. So you can either do Faerie Fire or Faerie Swarm depending on what you have. And then slash use Virmen's Bite. Now they are about 5 for 10 gold on my server. I picked up like 30, and I've been going through them fast. I don't know if you want to get them. It's not really a necessity, but it does add to the damage. Now the next one here is cast Heart of the Wild. Heart of the Wild is an ability that can be picked up at level 90 from your talent tree, and increases your stamina, agility, and intellect by 6% at all times. And non-feral mode and non-guardian, all that stuff doesn't really matter because you're using it for the macro, and it's just for the the increased agility basically. So Tiger's Fury, the last spell here on the first macro that we have. Tiger's Fury increases physical damage done by 15% for 6 seconds, and it instantly restores 60 energy. Now this is one of the first spells that you're going to be using. I typically open with it too. While I'm in stealth, I use stealth and Tiger's Fury and Ravage, but it's going to be adding to whatever Savage Roar has. So if you look at it this way, Savage Roar gives you 30%, Tiger's Fury gives you 15% damage done. So you're going to have a total of 45% extra damage. Now that's great. Now what we do here, after casting this macro, this long list of macros, you're going to get a whole bunch of buffs up. And then you're going to be going from there to Incarnation, which is an improved cat form, allows you to use abilities which normally require stealth. Now this being Prowl or Ravage. Now Ravage is the spell that we're going to be looking at though. And it can be used in front of the target or behind the target, so you don't have to be worried about positioning. And Savage Roar. So we're going to go from the macro, Incarnation, Savage Roar. Now I have the glyph that allows you to have 12-second Savage Roar without any combo points, and that's going to be what you're going to want to get, so you don't have to get any combo points up. So you're going to be using those 3 abilities or macros, and then spamming Savage Roar. Now I'm going to use it on this target dummy really quick and show you. Really quick. Alright, let's do this. Ready? Now I'm going to show you really quick. I'm going to open up recount. And let's do this. See how this is from a battleground. Look how much damage I do compared to everyone else. It's just intense. Alright, ready? Alright, gonna pop. Alright, go. 69. 70k. It's just random, and if you have better crit, you're gonna be doing a lot more damage. There's a what is that called? I forgot what that ability is called. Ferocious Bite that I used at 5. Now you don't always have to use that. Typically, it's just good for draining it. It's about the same damage as a Ravage. I mean, there's a chance that it won't crit. Same with Ravage. Ravage is not going to crit all the time, but still. So you want to have higher crit chance in Enchant for crit and all that, but make sure you have hit, because if you don't have hit, you're going to be missing a lot. I have my hit capped, and I'm hitting every single time. So that's typically what the one-shot macro is, and let's see if I forgot anything. I don't think I forgot anything. So that's it. Mighty Bash. Okay, here we go. When opening up with the one-shot macro, you want to make sure that your enemy is not going to get away from you. You don't want to blow all these cooldowns and just have them run away and get away from you. So what you're going to do, you want to typically just open up with Mighty Bash. Now this is an important step that you can pick, and it's level 75 skill. I picked it up and I use Mighty Bash, and then I go straight into my macro, and I go within like seconds, because you want to get it off really quick. I have it hotkeyed to my Naga, and I can just go boom, 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 boom. 4 buttons, that's all I have. I have it all combined to Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, and then 6. 6 is my Mighty Bash, and then 7 is my Ravage. And makes it really easy to do. I just go right into it. And I'll show a video up here of me and a rogue. I didn't quite kill the rogue because I don't have a lot of gear. I only have 2 pieces of gear right now, as you can see right here. I have my gloves and my shoulders, and the rogue that I was battling was in full PvP gear. So considering the amount of PvP power and resilience that I have compared to him, I probably could have killed him if I were in full PvP gear. So it's an awesome macro to use. Feral Druids are doing a lot of damage right now, and as soon as I get geared up, I'm going to be doing an update video for you guys. Please subscribe to Endgamers, support the community. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video teaches you something and you're going to learn from it. Have a good day. Endgamers. Bye.